Right now, somewhere out there, a guy just finished 4 hours of work in 11 minutes. He didn't hire an assistant. He didn't stay up all night. He simply knew something you probably don't know yet. And by the time this video ends, you will. Here's what makes this list different from every other AI tools video you've seen. Most of them just throw names at you. ChatGPT, Canva, Next. No context, no strategy, nothing you can actually use tomorrow morning. This video is not that. Every single tool on this list comes with the exact trick that makes it powerful. The small detail that separates people casually using AI from people who've quietly built an entire system around it. Stick around, because number 7 on this list is the one most creators discover way too late, after they've already wasted months doing things the hard way. Number 3 might be the one that saves you the most money. And the very last one on this list isn't really a tool, it's a mindset shift, and once you hear it, you won't look at AI the same way again. I almost didn't believe it myself until I tried it. Hey, welcome back to AI Shortcut, the channel that hands you the tools, the tricks, and the shortcuts nobody else is talking about, so you can work smarter without burning yourself out. If you're new here, hello, grab a seat, you picked a good day to show up. And if you're one of the regulars who keeps coming back week after week, thank you. Seriously, you're the reason this channel keeps growing. Today we're breaking down 10 AI tools that can quietly give you back hours of your day. Not overhyped tools you've already heard 100 times. Real ones. The kind that actually earn a spot on your computer, the kind creators, students, business owners, and everyday people are using right now to get their time back. Before we jump in, do me one small favor. Tap that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this channel drops shortcuts like this every single week, and you don't want to miss the next one. Alright, grab a pen if you like taking notes, because we're starting now. Number 10. The note taker that never gets tired. Let's start easy. Think about every meeting you've sat through, phone in hand, trying to type and listen at the same time, and failing at both. You catch half the conversation, miss the important part, and end up asking someone to repeat themselves later. Otter.ai fixes that completely. It listens to your call, writes everything down in real time, and even tells you who said what. Here's the twist most people miss. It doesn't just transcribe, it summarizes. So instead of reading 20 pages of talk after a long meeting, you get 5 clean lines that actually matter, the decisions, the action points, the follow-ups. No more scrambling for a pen. No more replaying a recording at midnight, trying to remember what your boss actually asked for. And here's a small detail that makes it even better. You can search your entire meeting history by keyword. Forgot when a client mentioned their budget? Type the word budget, and it jumps straight to that exact moment. That alone can save you close to an hour a day if meetings are part of your routine, and over a month, that's an entire extra work day handed back to you. Number 9. The presentation builder that skips the pain. Nobody enjoys building slides. You know the drill, dragging boxes around, resizing text, trying to make it look less like a school project from 10 years ago. Gamma changes that completely. You type a topic, and it builds a full, designed presentation in under a minute. Text, layout, structure, even matching images, done while you're still finishing your sentence. The uncommon part, the bit most people never discover, is that you can turn any document you already have, a report, an article, even a rough voice note you transcribed, straight into a polished deck. So that report you wrote last month can become tomorrow's client presentation without you touching a single slide manually. Think about what that actually means for your week. A task that used to take an entire afternoon, choosing colors, aligning boxes, second-guessing your layout, now takes less time than it takes to make a cup of tea. And because the design is already clean, you spend your saved time actually rehearsing what you're going to say instead of fighting with PowerPoint at 11 at night. Number 8. The writing partner that actually gets your tone. Everyone knows about AI chatbots for writing by now. That part isn't new. What's uncommon is how most people use them wrong. They open the tool, ask for a whole article, and get something stiff, generic, and completely lifeless, the kind of writing that sounds like nobody in particular. Then they give up and say AI writing doesn't sound human. That's not the tool failing. That's a missing step. The trick nobody tells you is simple. Feed it a sample of your own past writing first. An old email, a caption you loved, a paragraph you wrote when you were in a good mood. Then ask it to match that exact tone for the new piece. Suddenly, instead of sounding like a robot wrote it, it sounds like you, just faster and a little more polished. Once you build that habit, everything shifts. Emails that used to take 15 minutes of overthinking now take 2. Captions, scripts like this one, even difficult messages you've been avoiding sending, all cut down dramatically. You're not replacing your voice, you're cloning your best version of it and reusing it on demand. Number 7. The video editor that works like a document. Remember earlier when I mentioned the tool most creators discover too late? Here it is, and honestly, this one alone might be worth the entire video. Descript lets you edit video by editing text. You delete a sentence from the transcript, and the matching video clip disappears too, automatically, perfectly synced. No timelines to scrub through. No dragging clips around for 20 minutes, trying to find the one mistake buried somewhere in a 40-minute recording. If you've ever recorded a video and said 50 times or paused awkwardly while thinking of your next sentence, this tool removes filler words and dead air automatically in one click. What used to take editors 2 or 3 hours now takes about 15 minutes. This single tool is the reason a lot of solo creators can now post daily instead of weekly. It's the difference between recording once a week because editing exhausts you and recording every single day because the editing part barely feels like work anymore. If you make any kind of video content and you're still cutting clips manually, this is the upgrade that changes your entire schedule. Number 6, the workspace that thinks with you. Notion is already popular for organizing tasks and notes, but most people never touch the AI side of it, which is honestly where the real value hides. Highlight any messy note you wrote at 2 in the morning, half awake, barely making sense to yourself, and Notion AI turns it into a clean, structured plan in seconds. It can also answer questions using only your own notes. So instead of digging through months of scattered documents, trying to remember what you decided about a project back in March, you just ask, and it pulls the answer straight from your own workspace, like having a personal archivist who never forgets anything. Here's why this matters more than it sounds. Most of us don't lose time because we lack information. We lose time because that information is scattered everywhere, buried in old notes, forgotten documents, and half-finished thoughts. This tool doesn't just organize your notes, it organizes your memory. It's like having a second brain that actually tidies itself while you sleep. Quick pause before we continue, because we're only halfway through and things are about to get even better. If tool number 7 just changed how you think about editing, or if you're already planning to try one of these today, drop a comment and tell me which one caught your attention the most. I read every single one, and honestly, your comments help me pick which tool to cover deeper in future videos. And if this video is already helping you, hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people who need this exact list, and it takes about 1 second of your time. All right, back to the countdown because the next 5 tools might just be the most powerful ones on this entire list. Number 5, the research engine that skips the guesswork. Search engines give you links. Perplexity gives you answers with sources attached so you can actually trust what you're reading. Instead of opening 15 tabs, skimming through ads and outdated blog posts, trying to piece together information from scratch, you ask one clear question and get a direct, cited response in seconds. The part people sleep on is how good it is for fact-checking your own content before you post it. Say you're writing a video script, like this one, and you want to confirm a statistic or a claim. Instead of guessing or hoping it's still accurate, you ask, and it hands you the answer along with where it came from. 5 minutes of research that used to eat up half an hour, sometimes even longer if the topic was unfamiliar, now handled while you're still finishing your coffee. For anyone who writes, teaches, or creates content regularly, this single shift in how you research can save several hours across just 1 week. Number 4, the voice that sounds human, not robotic. If you've ever avoided making videos because you hate the sound of your own voice, or you simply don't have time to sit down and record, 11 Labs solves that quietly and impressively. It creates natural-sounding voiceovers from text, and honestly, most listeners can't tell the difference between this and a real recording. Creators are now producing entire narrated videos, audiobooks, and even multilingual content without ever touching a microphone. Imagine writing a script in the morning and having a fully voiced version ready before lunch. No recording booth, no retakes because you sneezed halfway through a sentence, no background noise ruining an otherwise perfect take. That's not a small shortcut. That's an entire recording session removed from your workflow completely. For people who create content in multiple languages or who simply want consistency across every video without vocal fatigue setting in, this tool quietly becomes one of the most valuable items in the entire list. Number 3. The design tool that removes backgrounds in one click. Canva's Magic Studio deserves way more attention than it currently gets. Removing a background used to mean opening heavy design software and carefully tracing edges around a photo, a task that could easily eat up 20 minutes for one image. Now it's one click. Need a thumbnail fast? Type what you want, describe the mood, the colors, the style, and it generates several options instantly for you to choose from. The uncommon trick here, the one barely anyone talks about, is using it to resize one design into 10 formats automatically. Thumbnail, Instagram post, story, banner, profile cover, all pulled from a single original file without you rebuilding anything from scratch. We used to take a whole afternoon, resizing, repositioning, checking that nothing got cut off awkwardly. Now takes about 4 minutes. If you manage any kind of online presence, a channel, a business page, a personal brand, this tool alone can save you the equivalent of an entire workday every single month. Number 2, the automation that works while you sleep. This is where things get genuinely powerful. Zapier connects your apps together so tasks happen automatically, without you lifting a finger after the initial setup. Someone fills out a form, and an email goes out immediately. Someone comments on your video, and it gets logged into a spreadsheet for you to review later. You set it up once, and it just keeps running quietly in the background day and night. Most people think automation is complicated, something only tech experts touch, filled with confusing code and settings. It isn't. A basic setup takes about 15 minutes, often less once you get the hang of it, and can save you several hours every single week without you doing any repeated manual work. Picture this. While you're sleeping, a new subscriber joins your list, gets a welcome email automatically, gets tagged in your system, and shows up on your dashboard the next morning, all without you touching anything. That's not a distant future idea. That's available right now, and most people simply haven't set it up yet. Number 1, the all-in-one thinking partner. And here's the one that ties everything else on this list together. A capable AI assistant like Claude isn't just for writing captions or answering random trivia questions. Used properly, it becomes a genuine thinking partner, helping you outline a video, plan an entire week, work through a business problem, or simply talk through a decision you've been stuck on, all in one place, available any time of day. The real shortcut here isn't the tool itself. It's learning to explain exactly what you want clearly and specifically. People who master that one skill end up saving more time than almost any other trick on this list because it turns one single tool into 10 different tools depending on how you use it. Think of every other tool we've covered today as a specialist, each one great at one specific job. This one is different. It's the generalist that helps you figure out which specialist you even need in the first place. And that, more than any single feature, is what makes it the last and most important entry on this list. And that's the full list. 10 tools, real shortcuts, no fluff, nothing recycled from every other AI video you've already watched this month. If even one of these saves you an hour this week, that's an hour back in your life, and honestly, that's the whole point of this channel. Quick recap before you go. Otter for meetings, Gamma for presentations, your writing partner for tone match content, Descript for editing by text, Notion AI for organizing your scattered thoughts, Perplexity for real research, 11 Labs for natural voiceovers, Canva Magic Studio for fast design, Zapier for silent automation, and finally, a thinking partner that ties it all together. If you enjoyed this, tell me in the comments which tool you're trying first, and if you already use one of these, let other viewers know how it's worked out for you. Your comment might help someone else decide today. Hit like if this was helpful. It really does make a difference for this channel. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time, because next week's video might just be the one that changes how you work for good. Thanks for watching AI Shortcut. I'll see you in the next one.